Hola a todos, bienvenidos al segundo y último.
Hello, welcome to the second and last day of the first Regional Innovation Camp of JA Americans and American Tower. My name is Gabriela Correa. I am the coordinator of JA America programs, and I will be your host today. We're getting closer and closer to know who the winner is. We are very excited with this final. Students from 9 countries in the Americas will present their ideas to the judges. And the winner will be the team that has the best idea to respond to this year challenge, which is related to gender inclusion. But before we start, before I introduce our teams, I would like to introduce ourselves. Junior Achievement is the largest organization looking to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. With programs in 25 countries in the Americas, we activate youth for the future of jobs. Please pay attention to the following video where you will understand who we are.
En el cierre, cuando hagamos
El Regional Innovation Challenge
The Regional Innovation Channel is the final stage of the regional innovation called Innovation Champ between JA America and American Tower. Youth have learned about innovation tools and business ideas which they could put into practice so to develop certain ideas. The finalists are the champions of each country, and they will be competing to be the best in the region. Their challenge was to find a solution to the challenge, gender inclusion, because women represent 50% of the population in Latin America and 40% of the economically active population, but are responsible for opening only 15% of new businesses, according to the World Bank. So what opportunities can be explored in an innovative way using technology to encourage women to start new businesses? JA America is a proud partner of American Tower. Youth in the region had access to JA programs thanks to the support and the commitment of American Tower with education. In this special occasion, Our friends from American Tower would like to share a message with you. That's why I give the floor to Horace Porras, Vice President, Human Resources of American Tower Latin America. Hello, Horace.
Buenas tardes a todos.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. From all of us at American Tower Latin America, we'd like to welcome you to this finals of the Latin American Innovation Camp. This is an innovation challenge for future entrepreneurs that we are organizing along with Junior Achievement. And we have been working with them for years and years. Briefly, I would like to tell you that we are very proud at American Tower of being with you and supporting the JAA programs. It's very comforting and gratifying seeing how new groups of young people from all of Latin America are joining the organization. And I would like to highlight that all of the participants and also JA and American Tower are joined by the spirit of teamwork, collaboration, and entrepreneurship. And last but not least, our look upon society and to impact the communities that we live in. In this edition, we wanted to focus on the challenge of how can we encourage greater participation of women in the workforce and in business through technology. And on that premise, the 365 youths that participated in Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Costa Rica, Mexico, Miami, Peru, and Paraguay proposed 71 projects, incredible projects, very well directed, targeted to create a greater interest in Latin America in the STEM courses of studies, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, in order to be a complement with the workforce insertion programs or other programs, or encouraging entrepreneurs to sell their products. I'm sure that many of these projects are going to have their own life or are going to inspire other initiatives that will help reduce the gender gaps in their countries that still exist in many places. But as important as it is to know the different projects, it's important that many of our employees in the region accompanied the young people in developing their projects, and they did some exchange of ideas, experience, and knowledge that has enriched all of us. So, as Gabriela said, it's time to assess the winning projects in these regional finals. And even though there's one project per country, we think that all of you won and everyone won, because all of you won because of you put your creativity and your effort towards the social benefit, and we won because we learned a lot from you all during this instance. So congratulations to you all, and thank you for participating, and also our colleagues at American Tower, the Junior Achievement that have been involved, and I wish very good luck to all that are involved.
Thank you, Horace, and thank you, American Tower, for making this possible, for your support to JA and youth in our region. Before we start, we'd like to greet our judges, the leaders that will join you today and will evaluate the teams are Horace Porras, Vice President from Human Resources, American Tower Latin America. You've just heard him, Nicolas Van Tienhoven, Vice President, Strategy and Innovation at American Tower Latin America, the Europe and the Middle East, Joaquin Monaco, Head Rise Ecosystem from SAP Latin America and the Caribbean, and Paula Pastor, Operations Director of JA Americas. Yesterday, we had 5 pitches from the teams from Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, Paraguay, and Brazil. Today, we will continue with the teams that represent 4 other countries: Peru, Costa Rica, Miami, and Chile. But first, let's remember that our finalists are the champions, the local champions of our innovation camps, the best representatives in the region, and also those who showed resilience all along the program. It's time now to invite the first team for them to present their ideas to the judges. So we start with the team Warmigo from Peru. Welcome, Peru. Thank you very much for your invitation. So let's start. Warmigo is here to stay. Thank you. Thank you very much. We can see your slides. You can go. My gender does not define my work capacity. This is Sophia. She's a fighter and she's got a lot of resilience and working skills. However, right now she's trying to find a job and she finds some limitations because of her gender that prevent her from doing what she likes. 50% of companies are founded by women, that is 85% are led by men. So how can we create opportunities, employment opportunities for women, to encourage women to set up their own business? Well, this is Team Warmigo, and Warmigo is an app that focuses on the opportunities to bridge the gender gap. So we focus on women who are entrepreneurs. We focus on their personal development too. So who are Warmigo? This is the team, young people who would like to reduce gender gap, not only in Peru, but worldwide. How does this work? Well, Sami, in order to start, we need to have access to the platform. We have 3 goals. When you have access, you can find or try to find a job. If you have a premium account, you can review your information and you have a direct connection with recruiters. But if you are an entrepreneur and you want to make your business known, you can have your own area to do so. If you have a premium account, you can also get training and you can connect with other organizations with the same goal than Warmigo. We will have and we will offer job opportunities in a safe pace. Of course, in order to make Warmigo a reality, we need help from partners, public institutions, other key founders such as American Tower, who really supports the team. We have discussed with Northern Academic. Warmigo offers opportunities and connections. Income will come through sales commissions, and you will find different opportunities. It will be disseminated in the social media. We will also produce ads for the TV, and we will also trust on the mouth to mouth. Warmigo has 3 social goals: alliances to attain our goals, gender equality, decent job, and growth development. It's amazing because we want to contribute to development, creating new opportunities in our country, in Latin America, and worldwide. So we are part of progress of employment equality. Warmigo is helping women. You can reach us at these addresses. Thank you very much.
Gracias, felicidades, chicas.
Thank you, congratulations. Do we have questions from the judges, Horace? I think you have a question.
Yes, congratulations for your presentation, your pitch, and coordination that you had in the message between among the members of the team. All of you participated. I want to congratulate you. I wanted to ask you about the opportunities, the job opportunities website. You know that there are other sites that exist nowadays. What would you do, or what is the message that you would give to have a company choose or opt to publish an opportunity in this site instead of any other sites?
Thank you for the question. Would you like the team to respond or my personal response? Well, as you ask, Warmic Wall is quality. Quality in the professionals they use. You can have different data. It is very sensitive. We provide more accessibility to recruiters, finding different categories where they can find the proper professionals. And WarmiGo also looks to diversify and encourage equality through the information the site provides.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Nicolás.
Thank you, Nicolás.
Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. I've seen a lot of energy in your presentation. You've thought about it really well. And my question is, how would you differentiate from other apps that there may be out there in the market, or from platforms like LinkedIn, among others, just like to promote yourselves professionally, to network? I see that you would also be able to offer products or services. So what's your place in the market? Have you thought about that?
The team, would you like to answer? Okay, Sami, you go. I think that it's important to outline that WarmiGo is not just an app. It is also an opportunity for many women who face different limitations such as gender and need to find a new pathway with the companies in order to create their own opportunities. So there could be a benefit by sending a CV or a resume. So when we publish the opportunities in an employment box, we can call it, we are providing more accessibility. I'd like to add that WarmiGo has got different categories. So the user and the professional find what they are looking for. And then we have geolocalization in the multi-platform for entrepreneurs, where they can find clients and employment or business opportunities.
Thank you very much.
Gracias, Joaquín.
Thank you, Joaquín.
Yes, maybe just a little contribution. I'm talking from my cell phone, so I don't know if you can hear me well. I've seen that you are thinking of having a live support, which actually requires some personnel structures, certain staff. But nowadays there are technologies like bots that would allow you to create a faster interaction without the need of having a permanent staff of people, actual people. So that would be a recommendation. And I think it's important to, if you add some, the possibility of validating the profiles. But I like the idea that you're suggesting, and for a differentiation. But I think that you can still go a little bit further with technology that you apply, and so that you can improve the platform.
Gracias, Joaquín.
Thank you, Joaquín. Thank you, Peru. Congratulations. Thank you. We'll see you in a short while. Okay. The next team now comes from Costa Rica. It is called Agustinianos. Agustinianos. Sorry, I forgot a syllable. Welcome. Here you are.
¿Cómo están? ¿Todo bien?
Bien, gracias. Everything
Hello,
okay
how are
here?
you?
Thank
Everything
you.
is okay?
Perfecto.
Okay, perfect. Would you like to share your screen? Do you have a presentation?
No, just our camera.
We cannot see you, not yet.
There, can you see us?
There.
Okay, you tell us when we start.
When you're ready, you can start.
Did you know that in Costa Rica, the unemployment rate of women is 15.4% in comparison to an 11% for men? And due to the pandemic, that gap has increased 2.10% for women. And women have always had inequalities in our countries. So what we want to do is to create with an application that allows those women to find tools for improving. We know many people that have businesses that are not informal, but maybe they sell food and nobody knows about that. So we want to create an application for that woman to be able to obtain orientation, and based on what we mentioned before, this application would have the possibility of satisfying the needs of the women. Our application would be able to be downloaded. Sorry, the sound quality is not good. We cannot interpret right now.
Que nos están apoyando y así también la aplicación.
And the application will not only carry this B2B and B2C approach to make it more feasible in all countries, and for almost all women to know how to use it.
No sé si fue solo para mí o si se cortó un poquito la presentación. Los jurados los
I don't
escucharon.
know if the problem, I only had the problem or the sound, the audio went off. I think there were problems with the audio.
Sí, perdimos un poquito el audio.
Yeah, we lost you. We lost some minutes. Would the judges want the team to repeat the presentation, or would you make questions? Judges? So let's do the second part of the presentation. The first part, we could hear it perfectly, but the second part, okay, thank you.
Okay, our application, as we mentioned before, will have support for instructions. It will be downloadable. It will have instructions for the download because many women do not have IT expertise, and it will have the possibility of providing information of buying and selling goods and services. The business system would be B2C and B2C and B2B. Business to businesses and to customers, so that women don't have to depend on companies, but they can also work themselves on their own. And we have this approach based on the SDGs by the UN that we are based on the 2, 3, 5, and 8. The poverty, the economic growth, and gender equality, so that we all have opportunities. And we think of not just staying in Costa Rica, but we actually want to move this application into the international market so that all of the women in Latin America can use it freely. Thank you very much.
Bien, perfecto. Ahora se escuchó súper
Perfect,
bien.
yes, now we could hear it perfectly. Thank you, Paula. Let's start with the questions, the difficult question. First, so we set things in motion. Congratulations, first of all, for your presentation. I know that you are all from the same school. So how do you feel being 5 boys trying to foster an app or an activity for women, not for you? How do you feel about that? How do you think you're going to understand what women need? Because we are not easy.
Well, yes, yeah, we are male, but we all have mothers or sisters or cousins, and particularly come from a poorer neighborhood. And I know what it is like that my mom doesn't have enough studies, and this helps me. We want to connect a little bit with women, and we not only need to realize that women have problems, but they also affect men in a smaller percentage, but they affect us all. So helping women for me is very interesting for me.
¿Alguien más quiere comentar?
Se quedaron pensando.
Any other comment? I leave them thinking.
Well, yeah, from my part, I think it's important. The sound quality is not being very good. So we thought about this application to any businesses is in an informal status, that they can become their own bosses, that they can register, and then they can help and be helped.
Gracias, muy buena pregunta, Pau.
Thank you. Great question, Paula.
Sí, bueno, felicitaciones. Bueno, pura vida para...
Well, congratulations. Pura vida to the Costa Rica team.
Quizás es
Maybe
una pregunta y un comentario.
it's a question and a comment at the same time, a combination of both. You are talking about training, but also about selling products and services. So I believe these are important and valid components, but I believe they require a lot of dedication, mainly because, if I understood correctly, you mentioned
Va a funcionar un poco
that
como
the team will be the mediator between the companies and the social media, for instance. That is my comment. I think maybe it's a project that you have to divide into different stages, separate in stages, so that you can move stage from stage. And the question is about, once again, why a person would prefer your app to sell their products instead of any other app that are already established in the e-commerce world.
Well, to answer your question, our app, we think that our app is going to be useful because we've been discussing with companies, and we are also providing support to women for them to be happy with the services that they're going to have. And we're going to have personalized customer service, and we will also provide advice through training, and they can come to one of our offices that we will develop in the future. So that's why we thought that it would be more advisable, that would be a better idea for us. And we also thinking of hiring women with IT knowledge for our company, so that they would be able to help us to understand the needs and to develop more apps.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias. Joaquín.
Thank you, Joaquin. Well, first of all, let me congratulate the team. I think the challenge ahead for them is important. My suggestion is to focus on partnerships, though they are planning to talk with companies. They can also focus on companies who have specific programs. The Decent Human Network, it's one that work with different audiences. So probably you have to connect and have a double filter trying to identify the companies that are targeting the same audience and that will make the engagement easier. Then setting up a platform when there's such a competition in the market, it's a problem, it's a barrier. There are other options, for instance, to make an alliance with already existing platforms. A player in Argentina is Mercado Libre, for example. I haven't seen that Mercado Libre has a specific area for women. I think, yes, they do for sustainable products sales, but probably you can focus on partnership, trying to break the barriers, I see.
Yes, we thought about. So sound quality is not good, sorry. We want to focus mostly in, specifically in the woman who wants to start an entrepreneurship. So if you want to start a business of, for example, in construction, and for example, the app is directly focused on the woman who wants to start a business.
Great. Thank you, team. Thank you. Congratulations. We'll see you in a while, in a short while. Now, the next team comes from Miami, Safe Space Support.
Yes.
Hi, ladies. How are you? Can you hear me? ¿Me escuchan? Safe Space Supports. ¿Están ahí?
You're on mute.
Can you hear the other device that we have in the meeting?
Now we can.
No. Only this one.
Give me a second.
Okay, I can see you. I cannot hear yet.
We just switched laptops.
Okay, now I can see you and hear you. Perfect. Great. I'll be speaking in Spanish. So if you want, you can go to interpretation and choose the channel of English in your menu. You can choose that channel so you can hear me in English, but I'll be speaking in Spanish.
Okay.
Can you switch? Just let me know that you are already there.
Yes, we just switched.
Muy bien. Entonces, ahí sigo.
Okay, so I'm continuing in Spanish, and now you're going to listen to me through the interpretation.
So
Okay, are you ready, guys?
In Spanish, and you will hear the simultaneous interpretation. So when you're ready, you can start and make your pitch. Thank you.
Good afternoon. We are Safe Space Support, and I am Alexandra Hidalgo. I'm Miriam Monteagudo. And I'm Nicole Lopez. So pretty much Safe Space Support is a nonprofit group that provides help to women survivors of human trafficking in Mexico. We will provide support groups and educational entrepreneurship services. Our main priority is to help them through these tough times by connecting them to institutions that help with loans and bills. Safe Space Support is dedicated to the startup of and for early business stage companies, acting as a bank incubator. We will partner with the United Nations of Women's Organization, the United Nations Voluntary Trust Fund for victims of human trafficking, and other parties interested in investing. We estimate a startup cost of about $80,000. Safe Space purpose is to aid, counsel, assist, and protect the interests of a small business concern. So the problem we are facing here is that female survivors of human trafficking struggle to begin their entrepreneurship journeys. These women unfortunately come from a place of helplessness and lack the resources and support system to begin their business. Once these women find their freedom, they face many challenges, such as lack of education, finding a source of income, and managing the business, and lack of advice, all of which create barriers. So the solution to this problem is that Safe Space Support plans to give survivors a space to talk and be supported by guiding them to create their business, connecting them to investors, and offering skill building session classes. We will operate in human trafficking hotspots in Mexico, such as the Puebla-Tlaxcala corridor, Mexico City, and Veracruz Gulf State. Eventually, as we go bigger, we plan to expand our outreach. So our services is that we provide skill building sessions. SSS provides workshops that teach basic skills that are essential to running a business, such as time management. These will be updated on upcoming events via our website. We also will provide peer-to-peer groups. Our groups provide this kind of comprehensive support you seek to navigate your challenges. Our support group wants you to feel comfortable and at ease.
We will also connect you to investors. SSS will take responsibility for finding the best way to finance your business, whether that be through loans, investors, or grants.
We will also provide an advisory team in which these women will be able to reach out by email and be connected through our virtual sessions to be provided guidance. For this, we hope to connect with universities to staff the advisory board. We also designed a user-friendly website to demonstrate how these women would be able to connect with us, and I would like to take a minute to show it to you. So here in our website, the front page would show basic information like our events and our trainings that are coming up. And then we have our services page in which we explain the services that we offer to these women. And they can go here for more information. We have our member stories where this will inspire other women to connect with us so that we can help them through their entrepreneurship journey. We also have our resources where we connect them to even more resources. We have our contact page in which they can reach out to us for any questions or concerns that they may have. And we have our donation page in case any investors want to invest in our company. Thank you.
Gracias. Felicidades.
Thank you. Congratulations. Nicolas, do you have any questions? Yes, several. I have several questions here, but I will leave a few for my colleagues in the jury. They listen to the interpretation, so however you prefer. I will ask my question in Spanish then. First of all, congratulations. That was a great presentation, a great pitch. I see that you also have a website there that you put together, and I think that's a great idea that you have you have created as a proof of concept. And you have mentioned $80,000, right, for your company, and it seems few. It seems a little bit too short. For many, it may seem like too much. And the question would be, what would you do with those $80,000? And my second part of the question would be that the focus of your company would be more to the business side, and how can women trafficking victims can start companies, or from the council area, from the spiritual or psychological side? Those would be my questions.
So our business is more focused to the women starting a business, but in order for them to get to that point, they also have to be mentally okay first. So our main priority is helping them get the business, but in order for them to do that, they need to seek counsel first. And for the estimate of our price, it is a little bit little, but we will contact renters in Mexico for the buildings, and that's what the pricing is for locations, for us to be able to have the skill building sessions in person in the human trafficking hotspot cities.
Got it. Thank you.
Muy bien.
Thank you.
Horace, Otra consulta.
Okay, Horace, do you have any other questions for the girls?
Congratulations for the presentation. I really value how the team has managed to connect the business support aligned with the challenge itself, the entrepreneurial aspect, as well as the one of the major challenges that a lot of people have to face, right? So helping in that way as well. Like Nicolas said, congratulations on going one step ahead and creating the website, translating the presentation in Spanish, a big plus. So you mentioned partnering with United Nations and other organizations. Have you considered, on top of these $80,000, maybe reaching out to companies for the resources, like maybe computers, maybe having part-time coaches or people supporting this without the money? The money will be required, but also, some of the companies could actually provide the tools instead of the cash. Have you thought about that?
No, we haven't, but that is a really great suggestion. So when we do have the chance, and eventually as we grow, we really do hope to reach out to bigger companies to help provide for us, because it's not really a common thing to help out a small business. But as we do grow, we really do hope to be able to provide better for these women. Thank you.
No, that's very good. That's very good. And remember that you don't have to do everything by yourselves, right? So it's if you have one company that is not even related to computers, talk to them, right? Because they might know someone somewhere, that can help you with that, instead of having to start from scratch from your end, right? So that's an additional suggestion for the future.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Gracias, Joaquín.
Thank you, Joaquin.
Congrats again. You have a very focused issue that it's also scalable, and have other countries that can leverage your idea. So my point is that perhaps the cycle between you get in contact with the girls that have an issue and the return of that investment should be long. So on top of what Horace has addressed, I think there are a lot of nonprofits and companies that have in their own mission the treatment of that problem. So I challenge you to identify those companies, those nonprofits, because the way should be very long, and well, I think you are going to have a very good connections and partnerships on that idea. On top of that, congrats, it's a very focused issue, and well, I hope you can continue with that web, and well, I think you have a lot of power in your idea. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
Gracias a todos. Gracias, equipos.
Thank you all. Thank you, teams. Congratulations. Let's move to our last team today. We have the Chile team, Strong Woman. Do we have the Chile team?
Strong Woman. ¿Están ahí? ¿Me escuchan?
Strong Woman, are you there? Can you hear me? Maria, Antonia, Johanna, Constanza, Patricia, someone from the Strong Woman team. Good afternoon. I can hear you. Is everything okay? Yes, we can hear. Okay. So don't worry. This is the work you've done. You only have to pitch your ideas. Are you ready? Would you like to share your screen? Yes, please.
Creo que ya tienen el acceso.
I think you have access to sharing your screen.
Seguís con la mano levantada, ¿tenés?
Joaquin, your hand has been raised. Do you have a comment or anything, or it was about the other team?
Ahí va.
Ok, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Muy bien, chicas, entonces cuando
So,
estén listas,
team, whenever you're ready, you can start.
pueden empezar. No las vemos solo.
We cannot see you, we only see your
Sí.
screen.
¿Pueden abrir cámara? A ver si.
Can you use your camera?
Ahí. Bien. Vemos a dos de ustedes.
Can you start video? Now I can see two of you. No, we have all our team here, but they are a bit shy.
Ok, las queremos ver. Bien.
Okay, we'd like to see them.
Genial, adelante entonces, equipo. Éxito.
Okay, team, you can start. Come on. The best of luck for you.
Adelante, cuando quieran.
You can start. Following INE, the women unemployment in Chile in 2020 was 11%, the highest since 2010. Women face a pandemia, and they don't have the opportunity to open a business because they have to care for the home, be single mothers, or even support harassment. So they have not the incentive to open a new business. Strong Woman is a project where women have the opportunity to get a job or to open a business. That's why we have a website and social media where you can offer and get job opportunities with agreements with companies and municipalities in the region for support and for the provision of inputs to help women to be entrepreneurs. You can find testimonials or stories of women and psychological context that will help you and motivate you. Our website is the face of our project and is free of charge. If we add our partners with full-time offers, flexible agenda, and training possibilities to fill positions. You can see our website that is part of our project. You can start with a Facebook account, and then, or you can use Google. Then you can include your name, surname, date of birth, your age, your address where you live. Then you need to fill required fields such as email, telephone number. Once you do this, you go back to the home page where you can detail what you're offering or requesting. And the website has the possibility of giving you different possibilities, different opportunities. Juliana was living in Viña del Mar, in the center of the country, and this is what she was offering. She found different options where people were requesting women with the job she can offer. You can keep or save certain options that you found, and you can chat with the person that has requested someone to fill in a position. We also have more information in case somebody likes the website. You can go to it, or if you have problems, you can tell what your problems are. This has been our pitch. Thank you for listening. Thank you, team. Congratulations, Horace.
Sí, gracias. Felicitaciones.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations to the team for the work that you have performed. And at some point, I read it in the paper that you made, and you were discussing about psychological counseling, and that's quite a delicate issue, just because in and of itself, but also based on the professionals that you need to have involved. And what are you going to do to make sure that you have the appropriate professionals providing the appropriate services with a certain validation of the people who are going to be helping you with that?
The idea is to have a contact with the government, to have its support so that we can implement this important project. And answering your question, we will be looking the support you mentioned in order to get women out of their comfort zone, women who feel they cannot become entrepreneurs, help them understand they can mentally and physically be okay to be entrepreneurs.
Thank you very much.
Gracias, perfecto. ¿Algún otro comentario?
Thank you. Any other comment, question from the judges?
No, perfecto.
No?
Bueno,
Okay.
muchas gracias.
Girls, thank you very much. Good work.
Queden ahí.
Good job. So stay there, stay connected, because we will continue with our event. Thank you all the teams for pitching your ideas, and thank you judges. Now, the judges will go to a separate room where they will discuss and choose the winner and the second runner-up and the third runner-up. Meanwhile, I'd like to invite all the teams to come to the meeting, and I invite Leo Martelotto, who will talk and say something to all the finalists. Hello, Leo. Are all the teams here? Have the judges moved to the separate room? Let me check that. Paula, did you get your invitation to move to the other room? Now I'm sending it to you. Okay. So there you are. Hello, Leo. How are you?
Hi, Gabby. Here we are. Hello, everyone. I see that we've had a lot of things in the final stage here.
Sí, súper. Abran sus micrófonos para interactuar un poquito.
Yes, let's interact a little. Let's open the mic. You have all presented, and now it's the time for the judges to announce winners. Yeah, Gabby, I wanted to see that make sure that all of the teams are connected in this room, right? Do we have anyone left? Yes, some of them are still coming in. Just give me 1 second. They're coming in. Okay, let's wait for 2 minutes before everyone joins.
Ahí estamos, Leo.
There we go, Leo. We can start, we can move forward. We have many of the teams, and as they join, we'll start adding them. So Gabby, you tell us when we are ready for the announcement. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to ask everyone is to turn on your cameras. It doesn't matter if you haven't combed your hair, if you are wearing shorts, that's okay. And that's going to be easier for us to interact. Being able to see who am I interacting with. I can see, we can see Mexico Safecar. Can you hear me okay? And they have, I can see Indira, who I'm guessing is from Peru. I can see Daniel Navas. How are you, Daniel? How are you? Everything okay? Where are you connecting from? Mexico. I can see Sami from Peru. We can see all of the people in Peru are connected. Sabri from Brazil. Uh, my Portuguese is really bad, so I'm not going to speak so fast. Sorry. I can see Janaina. How do you pronounce it? Janaina Delmiro? Janaina. Janaina is the pronunciation. From Brazil. Where in Brazil are you from? Pernambuco. The northeast. Sibila Perez, where are you from? Hi, I'm from Argentina. Buenos Aires? Yes, actually San Miguel del Monte. I can see Mexico Safecar. They have a beautiful palm tree in the background. It looks like an amazing hat, but it's a beautiful palm tree. Okay. I was thinking of what could we do to take advantage of this moment, and what everybody asks, the young people ask, is to have an exchange and to be able to interact with young people from other countries. And over these hours that you have been interacting, you have we have been presenting your work and trying to win this competition. And I want you to forget for a little bit about that and to focus on something else altogether, which is to network. As you know, and you have it very clear because all of you have the connection between social media and everything, and you know that everything is about creating networks, because that's a way that you can amplify your impact. You can amplify your activities and your actions. You can amplify your world. You can broaden your mind when you connect with other people. So I don't know how many times in your everyday life you have the possibility of being with young people from different countries, because who have shared with you for this activity more than you think, because you have shared the sensitivity with a social problem, with a social issue, and the enthusiasm in the work. So I'm going to be a little bit more formal, because when I've traveled, when I've visited other countries and other continents, what I look for is to get to know what's the most genuine thing in the place that I'm visiting, the reality, the way that it is, and avoiding the tourist areas, because that's what they sell you. Because if you go to the obelisk in Buenos Aires, you're going to go away with an idea of the country that's not a complete idea. And when you go and sit with someone who's going to tell you what people do, what people eat, what people like doing in their free time, that's when we have a better idea of the country that we're visiting. So let's pretend that we are visiting all of the countries that we have here in this Zoom room. And I would like all of you to think, if you received a visitor from another country and you sit down to have a drink and that person told you, can you tell me something about your country that has nothing to do with the tourism, but something that you're proud of about your country? That if I see it, I can see that this is a true Argentina, this is the real Brazil, the real Peru, real Mexico, all of the countries. So let's do this exercise. I'm going to be the visitor. My passport's been stamped. I've traveled by bus, car, plane, bicycle, boat, whatever. And I get to the place where you are, and I'm going to start with Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. I'm come from Argentina. This is my first time in Brazil. I've never been there, and it's a lie. I've been 1,000 times in Brazil, but let's pretend that I've never been to Brazil. I want you to tell me something about the true Brazil. I know that Brazil, there are many countries in just one country, with the territory, with the mix and the cultural diversity, geographical diversity. But what could you tell us maybe about the Northeast Brazil that I'm not going to hear in any website, in any other place, but something that you know that is the true Brazil? What would be that? What would that be? Sabrina, can you tell me and tell all of my friends, uh, the friends from this region, and what happens in the real Brazil?
caso, eu não sou da região Nordeste, eu sou da região Norte, né? A Janaína que é da região Nordeste. Na minha região e no meu estado, a gente tem muito costume, assim, de, pelo menos na cidade que eu moro, uma cidade muito pequena, de ser muito receptivo com as pessoas, né? E quando as pessoas chegam aqui, a gente geralmente tem o costume, tipo, de ir lá fazer um almoço para as pessoas que são visitantes. Sempre a gente faz um almoço, uma janta, uma coisa específica assim.
Una
E a gente
moza
sempre...
es una cena, digamos, como una comida, como...
Almuerzo.
So it's like a dinner, like a food, it's lunch. That's how you receive visitors, with a good lunch. What do we eat? If we sit down, what will we have on the table?
Galinha, ou um porco, sempre geralmente mata um porco, ou mata uma galinha e faz um almoço.
Asian, there will be chicken, pork or chicken in any lunch in my region where I
And
live.
what will we have for dessert?
De sobremesa um bolo de fubá.
A cake. A cake,
Bolo
a
is ice
fubá
cream?
cake.
No, it's a cake. It's a cake. So that's what we eat in Galina. Okay, we have a sweet cake, chicken, and then sweet cake. And in the Team Mexico, if you go to Northeast Brazil, you have Sabrina, who's going to be waiting for you with a full lunch and a nutritious lunch. Now let's go to Peru. Let's go to Dani. Daniela, how are you? We have been stamped. My passport in Peru has been stamped, and I get to where in Peru? Where are you in Peru?
Well, I am from Arequipa.
If I tell you I get there, what's a real Arequipa? What's a real Peru? How am I going to get to know Peru? What would I do?
Well, mainly Peru is a country we are all together. We feel that we are together. And the very interesting characteristic in Peru is that we have diversity in terms of tourism, food, but our food is really typical.
Well, food is really important to me, so that's why I always love going to Peru, and I eat fish, I eat everything there. But at the time of dancing, when it comes to dancing, what do we dance in Arequipa? I love dancing.
Well, there are different dances, but the ones we connect is Mikiki, the Tijeras dance, the carnivals, which are very important here.
¿Cómo funciona?
The Tijera scissors dance, it sounds a little bit dangerous. How does that work?
Well, this Tijeras dance, scissors dance, a dancer starts dancing, ducking, and then you have hands that look like scissors. It is a bit dangerous, but it's very typical.
I imagine if you ask me to dance this Tijera scissors dance, I'll pass. I'll pass. Sammy, would you like to add anything about Peru to what Daniela said?
Well, good afternoon. One of the things that are typical in Peru is marinera. I can dance, not very well, but I can. I am from Chiclayo, and I like eating ceviche. Ceviche is so typical from Peru, and I love causa, which is loin, fried loin.
Yes, that's so yummy. Wow, every time I go there, I have breakfast, lunch, and dinner of ceviche. And now we go from the other side of the Andes from where I am. Let's cross the Andes and we go to Chile, and the Chilean team, we can see them. You can see their smiles. We can see the girls at the back with their masks protecting themselves. That's great. And what is the real Chile? If I go there and I tell you, what do we do here to get to know the country?
Well, man, Chile has a lot to offer. Variety, food variety. I can invite you to eat a completo, as we call it, and talk about it. Typical dishes here in the country are beans, empanadas, things that help us get together. We have different cultures too. We have the Mapuches that still live peacefully with the community. We have the Isla de Pascuas with the turtles.
Sure, Easter Island. And now I can see that the judges are back. But what happened here is that we went through 3, 4 countries in the region. Like, for example, the scissors dance that I'm going to be dodging every time I go to Peru. But those are things that you can take advantage of from this moment, because now you're part of a new family, of a global family called Junior Achievement, which has over 100 million live members in over 100 countries. So if you wanted to go and visit Peru, you would be able to send an email and connect with Daniela through the network, and with an introduction like this, like, hi Dani, I'm Leo Marteluto from Junior Achievement. We've been together in the competition. I'm going to be visiting Arequipa. Do you think we can go and have a drink or get together? And that's it. And Danny will say, okay, yes, of course, I have a friend here so that I can show you around. And that's something that can happen to you in any country in the world. This is why we have a network called Gather that allows for those connections to happen. The same thing will happen if you go to Miami and each and every one of these places. And this is a nice thing of creating networks, of networking. And this is going to allow you to broaden your horizons, broaden your world, and that's going to be as unlimited as you can think. I always tell my story when I was 20 years old. I asked for money from my parents, that non-refundable, of course, because I knew that I wasn't going to give it back, to invite people in the Middle East for an event that we were going to have in Argentina. And I went to 4 countries in the Middle East. The first thing that I did was get into Lebanon, to Beirut. At 2 a.m., I was coming down from a plane, and they were coming from a pilgrimage to Mecca. And you had thousands and thousands of people with all dressed in white, and hundreds of thousands of people waiting for their family members. And then there was a moment of great fear, and with a lot of people that I didn't know, a language that I didn't understand, and I saw a sign with the triangle of Junior Achievement, and it was the JA team that was waiting for me, with a sea of people and I couldn't understand what was going on. And that's when I got what was the potential of this network. A year later, we had delegations from Dubai, from Kuwait, from Jordan, to Cordoba, Argentina, to interact with young people. And that's the kind of dreams that you can have with a network like Junior Achievement. That makes it possible. What you have proven today is that maybe you don't share the scissor stands, maybe you don't share that. Not all of us eat gallina and porco, chicken and pork, every time we sit down for lunch, but you share the passion, the energy, and the commitment to improve this world. And you have shown it with your pitches today. And now I'll shut up, and you're all waiting for the knowing who wins. We want to stop hearing you and stop talking. And now I'm going to give the floor to Gabi.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you for bringing us to visit other countries from our homes. It was great. That is what JA does, to interact, to have contacts with other people. Thank you for inspiring us. And on the chat box, you have the link to Gather Alumni, where you can register and start building links with other countries in the world through JA. So this is the moment we've been waiting for. We are anxious. We want to know the winner. I would like to see on the chat the support to the other teams. Maybe you can write there who you think will win today. This Regional Innovation Challenge from JA America and American Tower. The judges have made their decision and now we will announce the winners. Now, third, number 3, Joaquín Mónaco. Can you announce it? Hola, Joaquín. Hello.
¿Escuchan bien?
Hello, can you hear me well? Yes, excellent. Okay, so first I wanted to congratulate all teams. We've been discussing with the judges, and what we've seen is that all of you were really tight in the scores. And first of all, I would like to congratulate all of you. All of you are winners. Like Leo said, if you go through Buenos Aires, here we can wait for you with a good asado, a barbecue. So you tell us. And the reason why we chose the third place team, and this was very difficult, because the topic that we chose them because the topic that you went for was very innovative. They're working on some biases about gender, and it's quite linked with male gender, with the people who are leading those activities today. And we think that they have something very powerful in their case in their pitch to solve this thing. So Brazil, Superella, the third place is going to be for you. Congratulations, Superella.
Gente, obrigada. Muito obrigada mesmo.
Muito bem, parabéns. Bueno, vamos entonces al segundo lugar. ¿Quién nos va a contar un poquito quién es el ganador del segundo puesto? Es Nicolás Van Tienhoven. Nicolás.
Sí, muchas gracias, Gabriela.
Yes, thank you, Gabriela. We're going to, I agree completely with the words that my colleague Joaquin said. It was a very satisfying experience for us judges to see all of these groups presenting with so much energy, with so much preparation for each of your presentations and ideas. I'm going to go shorter. I'm going to tell you who is the winner, the runner-up. I want to congratulate Simei on the runner-up because everyone was really close. All of the teams were really close, but we agree that 3 of the issues that I want to highlight was that the education is the basis for every development in every country. And I think that you touched upon a very important topic. Science, engineering, everything related to technology is undoubtedly what's going to be is the most important thing right now, and it's going to create a number of new companies in the future. So, and another point was that you touched upon diversity and inclusion inclusion in the workplace, including the female gender in a part of the job market, the job market that has been dominated by the male gender, and including women. This would be including women into the workplace by contacting universities and companies at a very young age. So this was very well thought out. Even your team had a gender diversity. I congratulate you, and had a great quality in your presentation.
Thank you very much. Congratulations, Simei. Excellent. Number 2. Thank you. Great. Congratulations. Okay, now let's see and get to know who the winner is. Who will tell us the winner? Who has won the competition? Horace will tell us.
Thank you, Gabi. Are you sure you want to know, or would you like to wait until the end of the call, or do you want me to say this? Okay. Don't be cruel, Horace, please, don't be cruel. Yes, I only wanted to confirm because you had said about the time that the time is short, so I'll carry on. Adding to what Joaquin said and Nicolas said, you really made us work for it. It was really difficult to decide. Each and every one of us, when we had our decisions, when we made our decisions, we could appreciate in the pitches the dedication, the effort, the research that you did, and the dedication that you provided for all of these projects. And when we saw the comparative scores, we could see how close each of the teams were to one another. So I want to congratulate you because all of you have done a magnificent work, and we discussed this when we were talking about this, that you have tackled really important topics, and you have put a lot of effort in getting informed and doing a great job. There is a winning team. That's true. And that team, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why, but the winning team is Safe Space Support from Miami. So, congratulations. Congratulations. I want.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here with us. We're really moved by this. We were working a lot at school with the PowerPoint, having meetings every day. Thank you.
Great, congratulations. Really, what we could highlight here was how you focused the idea of creating these business opportunities and preparing women in this entrepreneurship world. And I think that you were well focused on the challenge of the innovation. And how were you able to link this innovation with the challenge of the women trafficking? And this is something that's really hard on many places in many countries in the region. And how you made this first step of focusing on the Mexican examples that you saw. It's an amazing work, well put together. You have a web page, and that would seem to be very easy to use, very easy to understand. And getting that presentation together in Spanish was also an additional point of going further and seeing that this is sustainable. We see that this is a sustainable program over time. Congratulations, really, to the team, to Safe Support, and of course all of the teams. And thank you for the great work and the great effort that you have brought forward.
Fantastic, excellent. Congratulations to the team. Leo, would you say something just to close the meeting?
Sure. First, I would like to thank American Tower. It's a partner that has been supporting our mission for many years. And other than American Tower, who is the institution, the company, the corporation that it works in many other countries, but the most important thing is their people, because they have the values put into action. So that's why I'm proud to have Nicolas and Horace and Joaquin, who is a great friend of ours, and also other partners that we work a lot with, and organizations that not only say that they are committed with the development of the youth in the region, but they also move from words to facts, to actions. And this is a concrete example, and I'm very thankful to them. And also the young people, because this shows that youth is not lost. Youth can find each other, can find themselves, and they do it in the best way, working on things like this, putting all of their abilities and their brightness into the service of the community. So they're not at all selfish. They want to change and they want to improve their environment. So that's why we celebrate this finals with the best of the best, which are each and every one of you. And if you go through Córdoba, we can have some mate, we can have an asado, and we can also have we can go around horseback riding in the hills here in Córdoba to complement the proposal of Joaquin in Buenos Aires. Congratulations, Gabi, for leading all of this effort. You've been orchestrating everything and for everything here to flow. And we have a lot of work put together behind this. So congratulations to Gabi and the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Carolina, that connected us with all the countries, the local offices. Thank you, everyone, all the teams. Thank you. It's been a pleasure to witness your work, your dedication. I would like to ask the 3 winning teams to stay so we can take a group photo. And all the others, as we said, you are all winners, you are finalists, so that's winning. Please stay in touch. You can register at Gather Alumni. Thank you once again, and best of luck to all of you. Thank you. Bye.